So, Dad, can I borrow the car?
Where are you going?
Just to the movies.
They grow up fast.
Thanks, Dad.
State Farm's Steer Clear program helps them learn safety. You get lower rates. When you're there, State Farm is there.
Where are you going?
Work.
State Farm agents Tommy DeSormo in Lafayette and Jeff Ritchie in New Roads are there for you. Call to start planning today.
At Gulf Coast Office Products, we're at pace with the future, offering leading technology and multifunctional office equipment. Whether it's copying, printing, scanning, or faxing, you'll receive the best in quality right here locally.
We needed to move documents between our office, the insurance company, and our customers. Gulf Coast Office Products provided us with that technology.
From full-color imaging equipment to document imaging software for storage and retrieval, we're leading the way. Gulf Coast Office Products, excellence in imaging solutions.
If you're looking for the gear you need in the colors you bleed, then make your first stop Co-op. Much more than just a bookstore, Co-op has the largest selection of LSU merchandise for the whole family, including tailgating supplies, LSU clothing and accessories, great gifts, and a whole lot more. Stop in or order online for the best prices on art supplies, school supplies, and textbooks. The Co-op Bookstore, where you'll always find the gear you need in the colors you bleed.
Does your office need an update? Shop Office Furniture World, where you'll find one of the largest selections of quality new and pre-owned office furniture in the area. We carry a large selection of cubicles, metal desks, file cabinets, bookcases, everything you need for starting a new business or updating one. From the reception area to the boardroom, Office Furniture World can enhance the look of your office at a fraction of the cost. Visit Office Furniture World on Coursey Boulevard today.
Welcome back. Check us out at lafootballmagazine.com. Our feature story, Bubby Brister and Tommy Bowden from Westminster in Opelousas. A good program. Tommy's done a great job at Westminster. They're always in the playoffs every year, and there's something to be said about being in the playoffs 13, 14 years in a row. You know, I mean, you can't win them all when you play Curtis in the first round and your O-line is 180.
That's
right? I mean, and they're, 300 pounds across.
Now, we got Westminster, and Coach Badon was a district rival for us when I was at Catholic Point Capee, and, I mean, they do an awesome job. They get those kids in the weight room. They work them hard. He's got his system in place, and he's a fiery coach, and, you know, they got a big rival with Opelousas Catholic that they finally beat, so I know they're really looking forward to the rest of the season after that.
I want to mention this, and I don't know if you knew this, Neil or Johnny. They have a player on their team that's 6'10", 450. Now, I'm not saying he's a D1 player. I'm not saying that Michigan's going to offer him tomorrow, but he's not a fat 450, and he's 6'10". And I remember meeting him on the sideline. He was about 13. He was about 6'6", about 420.
Wow.
And Coach said, we're going to get him down. I remember, you know, there's a lot of guys, and Johnny, you've seen that. You get these guys that shed weight.
Right.
All of a sudden, like the tackle in the pros from Northwestern State with the, was it Jets or Buffalo Bills?
He's with the Bills. He's starting now.
Played basketball and played 1 year of college ball?
Yeah, well, he actually played 2 with us, and he redshirted a year. He signed basketball. They didn't have football at his high school. So
one of those little schools up North Louisiana with no
great
football.
Young man.
Want to get back to, I want to have a little story, though. Johnny, I mean, I know you're a Mississippi native.
Right.
And they called you the other DB by Tommy Casanova, right?
Nobody knows my name.
You told me that.
Well, you know, I mean, I still hadn't figured out how Tommy's All-American and stuff, they never threw to him. They threw at my side all the time. I still hadn't figured that out.
How does LSU get a DB out of Mississippi back in the days when Ole Miss was doing really well? Mississippi State was doing really well. I mean, did you have any ties to Louisiana?
Yeah, well, my mother graduated from LSU. And I'm from a little town that's only about 50 miles from here, so I actually committed to Mississippi State to start with, and then I changed my mind and ended up signing with LSU. You know, back then, you could sign one letter before Christmas, and then you signed a national letter, but I never signed anything until February. So, but it was pretty.
I want to pump his sons. He had Austin Nagel that was drafted, went pro baseball from Barb in Lake Charles, and also his other son played quarterback at Clemson and later came back, Louisiana, Slade Nagel.
Right.
So I had to mention your boys.
I appreciate it.
Slade's coaching too.
Slade's coaching LSU now. He's helping with the special teams and a little bit with the receivers, so he's pretty excited about it. And I wish him luck. They need to play a little better than they've been playing, I think.
Yeah.
But I wish him luck.
Recruit of the week, we want to go ahead and talk about Taylor Bullock. Coaches, he's a fine quarterback. Free safety, his dad probably won't like me saying free safety, but he will play quarterback first at Tulane and can play free safety like a Craig Stelz. But he can throw the ball. He's a lefty, 6'2", 205, 210. Might not hand time 4.5, but he looks it when he runs the ball. But Taylor Bullock, we're going to talk about him as our recruit of the week from Catholic of New Iberia. This is a kid that you need to pay attention to as far as a top 10, 15 player in the state. He's probably ranked 50th or 60th right now, but he's one of the best athletes in the state. He reminds me of a small Tim Tebow. The way the offense is run, the way he's mobile, he's got a cannon arm, he's smart. He improvises on breakdown of plays. So recruit of the week.
The Recruit of the Week is sponsored by State Farm.
Right here, Taylor Bullock in red and white, number 11. Well, that's the easy play. That's him handing off. But this is him in shotgun. You can tell he's a big old kid. Bullet down the middle of the field. There's another pass. See, he can run around. This guy, you can't contain him. I mean, he can go. You know, when you're 210, 6'2", and you can run and leave the pocket like that, no one to move. Johnny and Neil, I mean, it's a hard kid to defend if you're in high school trying to defend a.
He can give you a lot of problems. You know, Coach Brody does a great job running the offense, and having weapons like that makes it fun as a coach.
We'll get a couple more plays here of Taylor Bullock from Catholic in New Iberia. He's going to Tulane. I think before it's said and done, he'll probably get some more looks to, I hate to say this, to decommit, but he'll be pressured to maybe go to some other schools, which is a good thing for Tulane if they can hold on to this kid. Catholic New Iberia has been pretty good in college football, putting recruits out. Ryan St. Julian, DB, is at LSU. Number 35, he's playing a little bit. Mitch Joseph, tight end from Catholic New Iberia, is at LSU, 6'5", 280. Here's Taylor Bullock. He's our recruit of the week, sponsored by State Farm. We're going to go ahead and go back to Neil Weiner, head football coach at Zachary, and Johnny Nagel. Neil, talk about your seniors a little bit. You got a large group. Not a big group in size-wise,
right?
But talk about some of
we
your
don't have
guys.
anybody that colleges are just drooling over, but we really have some great kids. We've got some good leadership. Obviously, when we look at the beginning of the season, we'd like to be 4-0 right now, and that's not the case. But our kids, and particularly our seniors, have just come back every Saturday. It's time to watch film. It's time to walk through and practice, and they're there, picking guys up, getting them excited about the next week. And that's what you really can't ask for more than that. But we've got a couple of seniors that I know would love to be able to be able to play at the next level. And as long as they keep their grades up, they'll have a chance to go somewhere and play football. And Stan Williams on our defense, he plays a little defensive end, a little linebacker. He's kind of an undersized defensive lineman and trying to play some linebacker right now. Stephon Henderson is a defensive back who's getting a little interest from some of the in-state schools and has good grades, and so he's going to have a chance to do that. Jeremy Drake is another one who's a strong safety, another great kid, very popular on campus. The teachers really like him, and if he wants to, he can find a place to play next year. On offense, we've got two running backs that are good, solid players for us, Wendell Collins and Jamaz White. Probably our go-to guy on offense right now is our receiver, number 5, Tony Clark. He doesn't have great size or incredible speed, but he's probably our most dynamic player.
And I'll tell you what,